Did you always grow up in Kitchener, or where'd you sprout? Did you always?
Yeah, I always grew up in Kitchener.
I'm still working on how I word these questions. I don't know what I'm doing. This episode, like. Welcome back to Fuck Salad.
Fuck salad!
I'm here with Taylor today. We're not buckling up.
Oh yeah, right. We're not fucking.
Well, we could, but
we're not driving.
this has kind of turned into more of a show where we're not driving around. So it's kind of a change of pace.
Yes.
You like those rules?
No cell phones, no negativity. Have a bite to eat. Have an open mind. Be honest and be yourself. Okay, what are we eating? Oh, you have almonds.
What are we eating? Yeah, you want almonds? No. Actually, you get something very special that I got for you. Yeah.
Oh.
Check the glove box.
No way. Come on. Oh, it's from Cafe Pirates.
It's a little vegan sausage roll.
There we go.
Take your bite. It's not a judging contest. You just be like, oh, this is okay. And it was my way of at least
Thank you.
making you try some vegan food.
Is it all over my face?
Oh yeah. No. You're okay. Oh, it's cold.
It is a little chilly. Oh, we're not buckling up.
It's one of those.
It's a good thing that I'm in a car and I can. It's like automatic for me to buckle up.
Yes, it's safety first, right?
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you jumping on today. We took a while to get it organized. I originally hit you up and I was like, I definitely see you being on this to kind of bring some insight to myself even about the whole, I don't know, living in Kitchener, working in Kitchener, and that whole kind of nomad life where I feel like we've both kind of been on this like page or life story where it's like Kitchener, Toronto, Kitchener this, Kitchener that.
We have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, but we only just met over the summer.
Yeah.
You came out to Fritz Fragrances to our Go Film Things event.
That was sweet.
Thank you very much.
That was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you came out to that, man.
It was amazing.
It would have been nice to have, it was an amazing night. But I mean, nice to have more people who can appreciate it if they knew the space prior, which you did.
Totally.
So,
the place is old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be a pharmacy back in like 1904 or something.
So you went there when you were a kid?
When I was in 1904. Yeah. I was born in Newmarket, moved here when I was 1, so it's kind of all that I've ever known. And I was a skater kid, snowboard kid, like a Chicopee, go to the Odd, would like skate like all these stair sets when I was younger. I worked at West 49 and I was just always behind a camera. And I remember in elementary school, I made the yearbook in grade 8, and this would have been in like 2000 or like 1999 or something. And I remember the camera being a floppy disk camera and using a floppy disk to store all of the images on.
Crazy.
And it's like, damn, look how far we've come now.
Yeah, and
now this thing has like a flip up cam. Like you can vlog on it. You can't do that with a floppy disk.
And it's actually interesting, and at least I'm fascinated that people have been able to adapt.
I made it. I'm still nervous. We said we wouldn't talk about TikTok, right?
Let's talk about it if you want to get into it.
I was literally about to be like, I can't fucking TikTok. I can't figure it out.
Well, I've got it sorted out.
And that makes me feel old.
Yeah, that would do it. That's the only reason I learned what's going on TikTok.
Really?
To honestly
you actually use it a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fuck.
I know how to use the app. I could pitch it to clients in terms of like bringing brands and partners.
See, that's what I need to figure out. We need to talk more about this.
we can talk. And that's the only reason I learned it though, because I'm like, I am going to start getting too old and I'm going to lose touch with everything.
Yeah, I know that I need to learn it, but I need someone young and wise like you to help me figure it out.
We've got, maybe not on the show, but after this.
No, right now.
Definitely.
Let's not spend time doing that right now. It's Friday at like 4 o'clock. We're not working on TikTok.
Oh gosh. I first stumbled across your work through Andrew Knapp.
Andrew Knapp.
Rings a
really?
bell?
Oh yeah, Momo.
Yeah, fine Momo.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, when I was in Lake Louise.
Oh no, I don't. Wait, when was that? How long ago was that?
That would have been in like 2015.
Maybe
he came out and stayed with me a few times in Lake Louise.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
And then, but I was in an art festival in Sudbury called Outfest.
So that's how I know about you.
Were you there?
No, but I actually high school, Andrew was like a big inspiration to myself.
Okay.
Just Instagram, like finding Momo, what have you.
Yeah.
And he actually inspired me to do all my road trips, like all through high school and
Oh,
stuff.
that's sick.
And then I was actually featured in his book, We Live Up Here.
Festival, yeah.
So I first stumbled across him even at the launch party.
Yeah.
Like obviously he's throwing an event. Like I barely got a few seconds with him.
Yeah.
So we haven't had our face to face yet necessarily.
Oh, damn.
But it's fine because he is from Sudbury and my parents grew up in Sudbury.
Ah.
So I was very much connected in that
Oh, that's
whole
cool.
scene in Sudbury.
Cool.
So I knew it was going
funny.
on.
Amazing.
And then I saw this someone liked something. I'm like, someone liked something.
I like something of yours?
Maybe of his or he maybe
okay.
tagged you. And I'm like, what is this someone?
Ah.
And then someone on Instagram was yourself. And I said, oh, a Kitchener guy.
Oh, damn. See, that's how, like, Ontario is small.
Yes,
Where
exactly.
that happens once in a while.
For
Like,
sure.
and then you can connect the dots with people.
So
That's
for me,
funny.
I was excited to share that with you actually
Yeah.
because it was a little less conventional. And I don't know when we ended up both connecting on Instagram, but that's how I originally was aware of your work.
Cool.
And I don't know what you were actually specifically working on at the time, but that must have been like back 2014, 2015, like
Yeah.
you said, right?
I think, so he came out, I was working at the Lake Louise Ski Resort doing all their social media, which is like the greatest job ever because I got up every single day and got to do the ski report on, at the time, Snapchat was the new hot thing. So I was always doing the updates on the new ski reports on the snow park, or the slopestyle park, and like the back bowls, just saying like how much snow we got the night before, the conditions for that day. It was the greatest job.
Sick.
And then and I knew Andrew from Sudbury, so I think probably he posted some photos that we were taking together.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
probably through that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
How did you originally connect with him?
No, it was I think it was Dear Photograph. He caught on to Dear Photograph, and then I knew he was doing something cool. He had his blog, his Instagram, and everything, and then I had my own thing, and we both knew we were like fairly local, knew some of the same people in Toronto as well. And yeah, I think that's how we connected.
And that's a great segue into Dear Photograph.
Yeah.
So do you want to kind of brief anyone on that who might be listening and isn't aware of what that is?
Yeah, so Dear Photograph is a blog where you take like an old photo from your past and you go back to the same spot and you hold it up in the same spot that it was taken and like line up like old trees or like an old fence, or like if it's the same photo from like your like parents' kitchen or something, you line it up, and then you take a photo of you lining it up, and then you write a caption talking to the photograph saying Dear Photograph, and then how you feel about what's happened between the past and the present. So it's like this real like blast to the past, like nostalgia bomb of like a website, and it like when I was a kid, I was always like I had like one time I had like 120 domains, and I was always just trying like a bunch of different random shit, like deal websites, or like just like hosting like community events here, like back when you didn't want to come downtown, and like I was just doing random shit just to try to like hit it or like throw spaghetti at the wall. As you do.
Yes.
As you do. And the Dear Photograph one just it just hit, and it was the perfect timing because Instagram was just hot. People were like looking back on different things in different ways through other like digital platforms, and Dear Photograph was just like the perfect mix of like everything that was happening on the internet with trying to like yearn for that nostalgia. The blog took off, and then the book deals started to come in, or they were like asking for me to do a book deal with them. I was 21 at the time. I was working at BlackBerry, just like a young kid in the world, like trying to figure everything out. And finally found like a good agent, and like got this book deal. And then BlackBerry layoffs started happening here, and when BlackBerry layoffs happened, like the day that it happened, my photo was on the front of the record, the KW record, and it said like BlackBerry layoffs with my face below it, and I was working there at the time. So I like held it up, I had it on my desk just waiting for somebody around to come around and say like, hey, your time is done here. But like a month later, I ended up quitting and moving out to LA, and making the book out in LA.
Okay.
Which was crazy.
Why did you choose to go out there to make it there?
Beach.
Right, just more like a more inspiring.
I wanted to. I was young, and like I knew I could like do whatever I wanted to do, and I figured at that time like things. It was either like going to be like New York or LA. I had my editors out in New York, and then there were like a business development team out in LA, and I figured I wanted to be closer to the business development team. Back and forth. I was there for like 2 years, doing kind of the stuff that you've been doing, hanging out.
Yeah, just figuring out, hanging out.
Figuring out and hanging out in LA. But it's good. And like, I see all the stuff that you've been doing. I'm like, damn, like that makes me miss being back there and having that feeling of like being away from home and like really just like diving into the scene and like the culture there. I don't know, I'm a pretty chill dude. LA is very, very chill, but it was just, I got FOMO from home, I guess, or not being in Canada. And then that brought me back after a while. Kitchener like is always home, always will be. I'm like, I own here, I'm invested in here, like grew up here. It's kind of like my safe spot. I know every street, know every corner, know every bar. Like, no, it just feels homey. I feel like I have more time here than I have anywhere else in the world.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
I just haven't figured out yet if I want it to be where I am.
Yeah.
Like, it's a hard relationship because I'm still diving into all these other little travel plans, and
Yeah.
I always know it's that safe spot.
Yeah.
But do I want it to be my safe spot is what I'm really trying to figure out, right?
Yeah, I think I don't know, for me it's like the friends and family thing. Like,
yeah, you're totally right.
I mean, I'm 30 now, and like I have a lot of really close friends who like are having kids, and they're all married now, and like I want to be around for all that shit, and like all my family's still here, which is so awesome. And so when I was out in LA, I did my thing in Lake Louise, I always felt like I was missing that, and I knew that was important to me, and I knew that I had the things, like the resources and the community and the people here to help like support the stuff that I was doing. So that made the move back always so much more comfortable. But I knew that because I only moved away like 3 times, LA, Lake Louise, and then Toronto. So I knew every time that I left that eventually I would be coming
Fair
back.
enough. Yeah.
So it was good to just have, like, always know that Kitchener like has my back.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So I look at it that way, and like maybe like who knows, like you could feel the same way in a few years. Like you could have same situations where there's like things here that are really important to you that you may want to be here for. And you can always go to LA whenever. You can take that flight. In a few years, you'll have big, huge clients. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Right. So you can figure that out. But I think Kitchener will always be home for me, and like even more so over the next few years when everything starts to pick up a lot more. Like it's booming.
It's great
booming.
Segue into the next little bit I'm going to get into here, because it really is booming.
It is.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Development, just more places to drink and eat.
Of course. Yes.
So that obviously is keeping you around here.
Yeah. What
about what you're working on right now with the studio?
Yeah, so I've always, with like all that happening and like so much more business happening here, there's gonna be lots more opportunity. And over the last like 10 years, I've been working in marketing, photography, media, social, all that jazz. And I'm like, okay, I need to hold myself accountable and like actually do something here. So finding a space was really important to me over the last little while. And then, so in December, I moved into a new space right behind us here on Gawkel. It's in an old post office between City Hall and Victoria Park. And what they're doing is I made the first floor like a cool creative spot for innovators and artists, creatives. And we're going to be hosting a ton of events in there. We're going to have like a really cool family of people who are going to be on the first floor. And as for the studio itself, it's I'm branding it as like a content studio. So I want to have like business clients come in, like small, medium-sized businesses in town, Toronto, anywhere, Ontario, Canada. I just wanted to make like an inviting place for people to come. And yeah, that was Trish who did the smiley faces.
Yeah, love it.
I have to give a shout out.
No, just an episode 35. I gotta ask, the username someone on Instagram.
Yeah.
You've probably heard it all before, right? It's just amazing, or I don't know what people say. It's clever, it's unique. How did you get that?
I was day one.
Yeah, day one Instagram user.
Day one Instagrammer. I saw Kevin Systrom from Instagram tweet out a link saying like, starting this thing. I saw someone retweet it. I don't know who retweeted
You saw
it.
someone.
No, yeah. And I just signed up. I got my username my username that I don't know why I didn't just do my regular name, but I always had Taylor Jones with instead of a S, a Z, and then I got that one, and I had another email, and I got someone because I tried everybody, and everybody was taken already. I tried Justin Bieber, and it was available, and I was like, nah, I don't want that.
Oh, you could have sold that for so much money.
But like, I feel like they just would have been like, copyright or something, and
Yeah.
so I was like, you know what, I don't want to do that, but like I could have no. And then I was like, instead of everybody, I just could do someone, and I went out and saw someone, and it was available, and then I sat on it for the longest time. I didn't use it.
Okay.
And I think in like 2014 I started to use it and got rid of Taylor Jones with the Z or whatever. And yeah, it's a good thing. It's also a shitty thing because a lot of people tag someone in their photo, so it's like if there's like someone in the background of a photo, they'll just tag it as someone. So I always get that, and then people, like, when a meme comes out and it's like the comment or the post tells you to tag someone, people always tag me. So my notification is just people tagging at someone or tagging me in a photo, and sometimes I like miss notification, like ones that I actually want to see. But Instagram hasn't figured out a way to rule out that sort of junk yet. But
that's very fascinating. Actually. That's a cool story.
Yeah, same thing with Twitter too.
Okay, someone as well. Oh
no, I'm at TJ on Twitter.
Okay, TJ.
Yeah, just TJ.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm an OG on those socials.
Amazing. That's sick.
Yeah. No, it's worked out for me. It's been like a good like branding.
Oh yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Whenever I like someone's photo, they're like, "Oh, someone liked my photo." I'm like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Let's go to the surf lounge.
Let's go to the surf lounge, have a drink. See you guys in 2 days.
Later.